good, everyone? It's Dave from Smart Fitness. I'm just at LA Fitness today. Gonna crush some legs with Carly. We'll see you inside. Gonna do some leg press, squats, deadlifts, some lunges, and who knows, we might even throw some arms in today. We'll see. All right, let's go. So we're training legs today. It's a good idea to warm up your legs before you start. So I like to start with 5 minutes on the bike, pretty much warm up my heart and get myself ready to start. All right, I'll see you guys in a few minutes when we're about to hit some weights.
Alright guys, so today we're going to hit leg press. The actual leg press machine where you're lying down, your back is facing towards an upright position was being used. So Carly and I decided to use a seated upright position one. As you can see based on my form, I'm fully extending my legs but not locking my knees out. I'm not using my hands for support and I'm pushing in and out. Looking towards Carly here, in the camera angle you can see that she's pushing through her heels and not her toes. The reason for this is the more you push through your toes, the more likely you are to raise your heels and therefore produce poor form. Also, notice the fact that neither of us are locking our knees. This is a very significant point. I know I just said that, but you need to keep in mind a lot of people have poor form. One thing that I need to work on myself is breathing more. As you can see there, I kind of didn't really take a deep enough breath and continue breathing. I held my breath a little bit. Nonetheless, it was a good set. Back towards Carly here. If you look at the way her butt is positioned and her back, sorry, the camera moved, but if you look at the way that it's positioned, she's got herself perfectly up against it. She's not leaning forward whatsoever. It's perfect form. Her knees aren't going in. They're not pushed out. It's great form. Right now she's performing a drop set, and for those of you that don't know, a drop set is when you do one exercise, you do the full set, and then you go drop the weight by about 10 to 15% and continue the reps all the way to failure. Carly does 2 drop sets here, so she's dropped it about 20 pounds, and now she's going to drop it again in a couple of reps, about another 10 to 15 pounds, and go to failure yet again. Now, Carly's only been working out with me for about 20 weeks now. She's come quite a long way. She went from not working out whatsoever to where you can see. It's great. That's commitment. So now we're going to do some goblet squats. It's much like a front squat with a barbell, except you're going to use a dumbbell. The purpose of this is to really isolate your quads. For those of you that don't know, it's the front part of your leg. Notice the depth in my squat. I'm coming right down. There's a little bit of a butt wink, but the science proves that it says that it's actually okay to have a slight butt wink. It's not like my butt is curling all the way over. I'm training right to failure here, doing as many reps as I can, which is about 7 or 8. Grabbed about the heaviest weight on the wall there, which was 105, I believe it was. If you take a look at my positioning on this, my knees aren't locking out. My feet are flat, pushing through with my heels. It's a hard set, and right now I'm doing a rest pause. Purpose of a rest pause is when you take a 20-second break and then do the exact same set again, the same amount of weight to failure. Very tough. I did 2 of them. So moving on, we've got Carly doing deadlifts here. We're both doing all the exact same exercises, but for your purposes, I'm just going to show you one or two sets of it. We did about 4 or 5 of them. So in this set here, Carly's doing a stiff leg deadlift. She's got a little bit of a bend in her knees, as do I, and we're sticking our butt out while maintaining a perfect back. We're not leaning forward with our back. We're not leaning too far back. My shoulders are in a fixed back position, scapula retracted. One thing that I need to work on is not looking up because it puts pressure on your neck. Carly does this as well. We both need to focus on not seeing ourselves in the mirror to watch our form, but rather focus on the repetition. Moving on, we've got a seated leg extension machine. We did about 4 sets of this to really burn it out, about 15 reps. We don't have the full set here, but as you can see, it is quite difficult. Usually I like to go single leg, but the single leg one was being used, so we had to go with the double leg, as you can see. So Carly's form on this one here. Notice how I'm pointing at her knees. They're not locking out again. She's lifting in a controlled manner. Her back is straight up against the machine. Her butt is tight up against it. Her shoulders are rotated back. She's sitting perfectly straight, no arch whatsoever, just breathing. All right, this is, I believe, my second last set or my last set. We're training a failure here as well. Went and did a drop set on this one as well. I believe we did 2 drops. The purpose of the drop set again is to really fatigue your muscles and get more of that afterburn. At the bottom there, I was really struggling to get the full rep. It's okay to do half reps at the end because it's a good way to finish off your burn. Moving on to our last full body or full leg exercise, we're gonna hit a hamstring curl. As you can see, it's hitting the back of Carly's legs as well as her glutes. Just move in a controlled manner the whole way down. She likes to have her legs close together. I can't do that. I have to have them a little bit spread out. The speed of it plays a role, but at the end of the day, as long as it's a controlled lift from top to bottom, eccentric to concentric, it's okay.
Just finished crushing legs with my girl Carly. Didn't have enough time to get arms in, nor did we have the energy. It was a pretty high volume, heavy leg day. All the barbells were being used, hence why we use dumbbells for everything. You still isolate your muscles great with the dumbbells. We skipped calves today because I actually did those a different day, so I figured why bother doing them again when I just did them yesterday? Give a little bit of time to recover. And that's pretty much it, guys. Stay strong, stay healthy.